From the makers of Hero Crate, it's Villain Crate. It's everything you love about heroes, except they're villains. Or are they? Hey everybody, Glenn here, and today I'm going to go over my first new box of October, and that is the first Villain Crate. Villain Crate by the Hero Crate people. It just like Hero Crate, it concentrates on one singular villain a month as far as its items go. A couple of different things. Number one, it's $19.95 per box, which is about $10 less than the Hero Crate. So it's a little bit of a smaller box, fewer items, $20 price point though, so significantly less than the Hero Crate. Number two, it only comes out every other month, so it's similar to the Marvel Collector Core in that sense, in that it's a bi-monthly subscription. So let's dig in and see what we've got. Alright, Villain Crate's first villain is Deadpool. Now right there, that kind of sets me up with kind of a really moment, because it's your inaugural box in this line, and you have so many villains to choose from. Classic villains, iconic villains, from different pop culture sources. But you choose Deadpool, who, yeah, he started off as a villain, but really, he's kind of borderline now. He's an anti-hero. You know, I wouldn't really classify him as a villain. Definitely not a villain in the classical sense. So I found that an odd choice. And it seems to me this choice came from the fact that there's a lot of Deadpool items available out there. So it was a lot easier to fill this box with Deadpool items than it would be if you were to try to make your first villain theme Green Goblin, for instance. So I found that a little odd, and I was a little bit disappointed in the fact that they chose Deadpool, just because, you know, I'm expecting a classic villain, and nothing against Deadpool. I love Deadpool, but not exactly your classic evil villain type. That being said, let's see what we've got for the items. All right, let's start with a shirt. Gray shirt, Toltec shirt. It's good quality. And Deadpool on the front there. And Deadpool is actually wearing this shirt, which means that the shirt he's wearing has this shirt on, etc., etc. It's very meta and very Deadpool, very fourth wall, what Deadpool is known for. And I dig this shirt. It's a nice design. It looks good. I like getting shirts other than black. Gray is common color too. But it's actually a neat design. I like the whole the meta aspect of it being Deadpool. So they did a good job with the shirt. That's a nice design. All right, pop figure. You know we like the pop figures, and this one is the X-Men Deadpool. So yeah, it's a pretty common pop figure. It's not that valuable, and it's not that hard to find particularly, but I do like the fact that if you're going to put a Deadpool pop in your Deadpool box, it's one of the variants. It's not the straight red and black Deadpool figure. It's a variant, even though it's a common. It's not all that valued. It's at least something a little bit different. So a lot of people don't have this particular pop. I do, which is fine, but I like the thought that went into this, the fact that it's a different variant Deadpool. So nice job on the pop. Box looks pretty good. You know, some of the pops lately in these boxes have become a little bit on the damaged side, but this one actually came out really good. So there we go. X-Men Deadpool. Okay, now we get into some small items. Hero Crate's always known as throwing smaller items like magnets and keychains and dog tags in their box, and they've got a couple in this Deadpool box as well. Starting with a magnet. Now this is actually a figure magnet, so it's kind of a 3D. It's got some thickness to it. It's not a flat magnet, and it's got a cool design and pretty detailed for a little plastic magnet. I actually like this one a lot. So it's hard to gripe about this because it actually looks pretty good. And there's the magnet part on the back. So, Deadpool magnet. Alright, the other small item we've got is a Deadpool key cover. I dig this key. This is probably the best key cover I've gotten. I've gotten a few. We've gotten some in 1-Up box particularly. But this one actually I'll probably put on a key of mine because I like this key cover a lot. It looks really cool. You know, it's a Marvel license. It's just like the other things, but actually this is the first time I've seen this, but it looks pretty cool for a small item. It's something I'll definitely use. And then lastly, we've just got kind of a little postcard of Deadpool there. I'm always a little baffled by these sometimes because it would have been very easy to make this a sticker or a magnet. I know we already got a magnet in this box, but it would have been pretty easy to make this a sticker instead of just a card. Because a card, I mean, what are you going to do with it? You know, I guess you could put it up somewhere. You could make it a sticker by putting a sticky back on it. But the easiest thing in the world would have been just to have this be a sticker instead of a card. So it's always kind of a weird choice to me. Alright, that's it for Villain Crate. Again, not much to it. It's really only a 5-item crate. 4 items if you don't count the cheap little card. But, you know, my first impression was that I was a little bit disappointed with the number of items. I was thinking, boy, only really 4.5 items. But then I thought about the fact that it does have only a $20 price point. So, you know, you factor in the shirt and the pop, and you're pretty much there already as far as value goes. And then you've got the magnet and the key cover, which throws probably another $8 to $10 onto it there. So not the best value, but also not under 20. So you know, for what you get, it's a fairly decent value. I'd like to see these box be a little more exciting, I guess. A little more. It's tough when you're focusing on one hero or villain. Because you're not exactly going to be that surprised by the items because they're all going to have to do with that one hero or villain. So, all in all, not disappointed by this box. It's pretty decent for $20 and $20 every 2 months. I just wish they had been a little more creative with the villain. You know, even they could have been very obvious and done the Joker or done Loki or done some villain like that. But at least I think that would have been more villainy than doing a Deadpool box. But that's not a criticism of the items or the box itself. It's just kind of a criticism of where I think they should have started off with a theme. So we'll see where they go in a couple months. I'll go ahead and throw out another $20 for this box in a couple months, see what the next villain is. So I'm going to give this box a B. You know, I like this box. There's nothing in it I don't like. Except for the card, I really didn't care for that much, just because it's really kind of useless. But other than that, I have no problems with it. You know, for $20, I don't think it's something that you would want to pass up, especially if you get a villain that you really like and you hear about it ahead of time. Well, that's it for now. As always, please subscribe if you haven't already. Throw us a comment down there. I'd love to see what you guys think of this box, and hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as always. Next video, I'm going to announce the next Hall of Fame winner, and I know I'm still behind in shipping some of those gifts out, but I'm getting there. I have the boxes all ready to go. I just have to get that shipping going, and I'm going to do a lot of shipping tomorrow. So those of you getting gifts and Hall of Fame things and giveaways, I appreciate you being patient, but those are going out here very shortly. Until next time, we will see you later. Bye-bye.